Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for all your support. It's always such an honor and privilege to connect with your beautiful energy. To show you my appreciation, I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading, and all you have to do to qualify is like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and type love and light in the comment section below. I'll be announcing the winner on July 5th, 2024, which is the next new moon. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You are in good company. I just want to show my appreciation for all the beautiful, amazing souls that join me for these readings. It's such an honor. All right, for the first reading, this is what the card looks like. And for the second reading, this is what the card looks like. And for the third reading, this is what the card looks like. You may already know which reading you're most drawn to, but in case you'd like to hear what the crystals are, let me introduce those to you now. For pile number 1, we have Bolivianite. And for pile number 2, we have Sunstone. For pile number 3, we have Cherry Blossom Agate. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal and or card you're most drawn to is probably the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings, as there may be additional channeled messages for you in those readings. You'll find a link to the readings in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Bolivianite, which is a very powerful, grounding, calming stone that deepens our connection to Mother Earth. I just want to give you an opportunity to look at the markings, see if you receive anything, if you see any shapes that can give you clues as to what you're meant to receive from today's reading. Certainly, I can share with you what I see, but what you see is also important because you are just as much part of this reading as I am. And I do see a little white heart right here. I see a dragon, a cat, the face of a cat with one green eye. If you saw something different, that's great. I will share what I think the connection of the heart and the dragon, the cat face may have in relevance to the rest of your reading once we get to some of the cards. You also chose the dove. Spirit speaks through the body never lies. One of the messages that Mary Magdalene wants to share with you is that one of your gifts is having a knowing through how you feel. So you may feel a physical sensation like butterflies in your stomach or knots in your throat, headaches, different aches, pains, sensations in the body, tingling in the ears, buzzing of the ears, when you are receiving information, when your intuition is informing you of something. So this could be a warning sign. It could be um, a blessing that's coming. It could be a communication that you're receiving. It can be validation of your intuition. But it is your body that will give you signs and signals. So Mary Magdalene wants you to start paying attention to those signs and signals, and to, if you can, maybe journal about what each thing means. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see what other messages Mary Magdalene has for you. If you're interested in the cards that I use, I do put them in the description box below. And I'm now including a link for you in case you want to purchase them. What other message does Mary have for pile number 1? All right, let's see what these two are. Oh, animal guardian, trust your instincts. Wow, definitely, again. And so animal instincts, very much about your body and what your body is telling you. And there's also, in addition to this being a type of intuitive receptor, it's also a message about your own physical body. And you hear the dog confirming it. And I am receiving a message about somebody who has a cat, and your cat will come to you sometimes and lay on you and purr. And it's because your cat is helping you to heal something. The vibration of their purr, the frequency of their purr is helping to heal something in you. And it could be something emotional, something physical, or both. We do have the heart, so it could be something related to the heart. Again, this could be emotional, like a sadness. Even if you're not aware of it, it's something from the past. Your cat is still picking up on this energetic deficiency in that area, and they're coming to help heal you. Door to spirit. Wow. Okay, this is amazing because we see this dove here and this dove here. And what Mary Magdalene wants you to know is that your body is the door to spirit. And if you haven't been taking care of your body, if you haven't been eating right, getting enough sleep, getting enough exercise, this is your spiritual instrument, and you want to take care of it just like you would take care of a fine, high dollar, well-made musical instrument like a violin, right? You would make sure that it always looked its best, sounded its best, that it had the strings were tuned, and you would replace the strings when they needed to be replaced. Your bow, everything. You would keep it clean, keep it in its case, take care of it. Whatever oils or any kind of maintenance it needed, you would give that instrument to always have it sound its best. And what Mary Magdalene is saying is, if you are indulging in vices, whether they are substances or foods or drinks that are not healthy, then it's kind of like having the instrument out of tune. And so the messages you receive aren't going to be clear, or maybe even they won't even sound right. They won't feel right to you because they're distorted. So just like you couldn't play the song properly with a missing string, or with the strings being out of tune, If your body's not in tune, then you're not going to be receiving the message properly. So this is a strong message to really listen to your body. If you're feeling tired after you eat certain foods, note which foods those are and maybe try to avoid them. If you notice that when you eat some foods, you have energy and you can last throughout the day, or even portion sizes, it could be instead of eating 3 large meals, maybe you need to eat 5 small meals. Play around with it until you feel your best. And this is when you're going to really get clear messages from spirit. So if you're getting messages that seem scary or of a lower vibration, then it could be that your body's out of tune. It's your instrument, and it's time to do some self-care, tune it up, exercise, and pay attention to your diet. And if you already do those things, then this is validation to say, good job, you're doing it. Stay the course. Let's get one of these cards. Well, trust. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. We already see that here. Trust your instincts about those foods. Trust your instincts about situations, people. If something doesn't seem right, it probably isn't right. Let's get some tarot cards and see what other messages Mary Magdalene has for you. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords channels divine truth. And you know, Mary Magdalene received visions that she shared with Jesus. And they were really special visions. One vision in particular that I'm thinking of is what happens to the soul after a person passes, and the challenges that they go through in order to reach that highest vibration of existence. Princess of Cups. Being open and curious. When you notice that you feel something, Mary Magdalene wants you to ask yourself in your mind or out loud if you can, what is this feeling telling me? Why does my stomach have a knot in it? Or why does my heart feel so light? I feel that most of you, when you feel the beautiful, wonderful feelings, it will be clear to you as to why you feel them. But when you feel the not so good feelings, those may be more difficult for you to interpret. And so just asking yourself, why am I experiencing this? It could be something odd, like a pain in your leg, but you haven't done anything to cause a pain in your leg. Ask yourself, why am I experiencing this pain? And just stay curious and wait for the divine answer to be channeled to you. What other message does Mary Magdalene have for pile? Okay, this is so strange. The video just turned off by itself, and I haven't been recording that long for it to do that. I wasn't touching it. So to me, this is confirmation that Mary Magdalene is here, and also that she wanted me to go back and tell you more about this card, and that there's something special about this card. So there's good news coming your way. And also there's a message that, you know, the Princess of Cups is a very gentle spirit, gentle energy that's sensitive. And Mary Magdalene wants you to know that the sensitivity is a blessing and not a curse, because it's all about your instincts telling you something. There's something that you're meant to follow as far as your instincts, and it's going to lead you to success, to recognition, to both of these cards combined tells me that there is good news coming. And I feel that for many of you, this good news may be coming from spirit. You will receive some type of validation, but it's important that you trust your gut instinct. But also you are being recognized. You're being recognized by spirit, and I feel that some of you will be recognized by others, humans in the 3D realm. Let's get some more cards and see. But wow, I can't believe it just turned off by itself. This is amazing, pile number one. And this is the second time that pile number one, the camera turned off by itself. This time I heard it. It made a little sound. And so I caught it before I did the rest of the readings. It could also be that Mary Magdalene wants you to listen to the other readings. So if you were drawn to either pile number 2 or pile number 3, perhaps read that. I have no idea what they're about because I haven't recorded them yet. But last time that the camera stopped in pile number 1, it was so that I could tell them to listen to the other piles. 3 of Wands. Expansion, transformation. And again, there's this message. You're going to receive news or a message of getting more than you expected. Something that you've done in the past and you were expecting, let's say, you know, for example, the analogy of you planting seeds. Perhaps you planted something and you expected to yield, you know, a bushel of potatoes, but instead you yield 3 bushels of potatoes. And I know seeds, potatoes don't come from seeds, they come from those little pieces. But just to say that something that you've done in the past, you're going to receive good news about it, you getting more than you expected. What a beautiful blessing. The Tower, something unexpected, an aha moment. I never noticed this eye in the sun. Do you see that? Sometimes people fear when they see the Tower, but please know that this can be an aha moment. It just means something unexpected. Let's get another card for clarification. But I am hearing trust that this is happening for a good reason. Whatever this is. What is this Tower moment? What is this Tower moment? The Moon. Okay, they don't want to tell us something that is hidden, that it will be revealed. Let's go back to another deck and ask again about this tower moment. Can you give us more information about the tower? Success. All right, I love that. Yes. Okay, so again, this tower moment isn't something to fear. It's going to be some unexpected success, some unexpected recognition. You know, we did have the Three of Wands, this expansion, this receiving greater returns than expected. And I did hear dream when I was holding the moon card. So this could be something that you dreamed of, but you never dared to hope, or you just maybe didn't believe that it was going to come true. But you are going to experience some kind of success. And because I saw a dragon in this rock, and this is the year of the dragon. I'm doing this reading in July of 2024, the year of the dragon. I feel that you will receive this news within the next few months, definitely by the end of the year. Amazing. For some of you, it will be some kind of spiritual gift. And for others, it's going to be some kind of monetary gift. For some of you, it may even be something combined. What a beautiful message, pile number one. I am so happy for you to receive some unexpected news that leads to some success, or unexpected news about your success, and you having a strong connection to spirit through your body, through your instincts, through those feelings, those nudges. Look at how this panther is nudging her ear. Pay attention when your ears ring or you feel something in your ear. It could be one of your guides or spirit telling you something. And again, just stay curious like the Princess of Cups and ask for this divine truth to be channeled. What is it that you want to tell me at this time? Pay attention to your gut instincts. Amazing. Pile number one. What an amazing soul you are. So happy for you. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Sunstone, which increases optimism, energy, vitality. It helps to overcome depression. And I do want to just share with you a close look at the crystal in case you see any shapes that remind you of anything, a special message for you. If you do see shapes that I don't mention, please put them down in the comments. Let me know. I see a couple of shapes, and I'd love to hear if yours are different than mine, but what I am seeing is a rabbit. So there are the rabbit's ears, and there's the rabbit's tail. And to me, this looks like a fish. Could also be the letter J. But with the fish and the rabbit, what that's telling me is fertility, abundance. You also chose the card Golden Light. Healing comes from within. So I love the idea of this light, this golden light, like the sunlight, the sunstone, and the healing coming from within. And this being a stone that helps to overcome depression and help you to heal. Love it when we have that collaboration between the stone and the first card. I am hearing that Mary Magdalene wants you to recognize the healing power of faith, of yourself. It is your faith that heals you. Whether it's faith in your actions, your practices, what the doctor says, medicine, it is your faith that heals you. All right, let's get some oracle cards and get some more information, more messages from Mary Magdalene. And I do want to let you know that if you're interested in the cards that I use, I list them in the description box, and I'm now including a link so that you can go straight to purchasing them if that's something that you're interested in. All right. We have Knight. Be brave and honest. And you know, I'm really noticing this wooden chalice here, this cup. It reminds me of the Holy Grail. And what I'm hearing is that your Holy Grail is your faith, your belief that something will work out the way you want it to work out, your belief that you can heal yourself, your belief that you can get better, your belief that you are worthy to experience health, abundance, fertility. All right, let's take a card from this deck. Oh, look at that. I must have accidentally put that card in that deck, but you know what? This isn't the card that I pulled out in pile number 1. I'm not sure how that got in there, but I feel it must be meant for you. Take note of intuitive messages. All right. Now let's get one from this deck. Here we go. Cornucopia. Look at that. I told you abundance and fertility. And here we have the cornucopia. All right. Hopefully you heard the confirmation of the rooster crow. You are about to receive a blessing. Reap a bountiful harvest. All right, let's get some tarot cards, pile number 2. If you came from pile number 1, please let me know. I feel this one wants to come out. 2 of Swords. And again, what I'm hearing is, what do you believe? We see a person here and their reflection here. And the choice is, which truth do they want to believe? Which reality do they want to see? Part of the story of the teachings between Mary and Jesus that were exclusive to Mary, that Jesus didn't share with the other disciples, were about the illusory qualities of our reality, and this being an illusion, and the power of the person to create their reality, create their experiences. Five of Wands. I see that perhaps you have been experiencing an inner conflict. And I say inner conflict because we have the Two of Swords and the Five of Wands. We see these flames bubbling up within someone. But somehow being able to keep these flowers fresh. So I see you being able to overcome that. Also, these wands have sprouted leaves. You're going to be experiencing growth from this. This is part of your journey that you've been meant to experience so that you have an understanding of your abilities, of humanity, the cosmos, the esoteric, the mysteries of life. Oh, the Eight of Pentacles. So what I see is that you are going to be giving, you're going to be receiving and giving this gift through everything that you create. And look at the moon. We had take note of intuitive messages, and here we see the moon cycles again. Cycles of ebb and flow. Certainly the moon controls the tides, and we have the dogs confirming it. So you're beginning to recognize the ebb and flow energies of receiving and doing, receiving inspiration, receiving guidance, downloading messages, processing them, and then grounding them into the physical that you share with others. And you may share them verbally, you may share them through media, or just your energy, just your presence, you vibrating at the resonance of these understanding is helping to bring enlightenment to the whole world. All right, let's get some more messages. Justice 11. Bringing things into balance. We see this sword of truth in front of her, as well as the scales. You are helping to bring the world into balance by balancing yourself through understanding. What other messages does Mary Magdalene have for pile number 2? Knight of Pentacles. So I see you spending time in nature. And what really stands out is all of these little dragonflies. And look at how they are leaving a trail of magic behind them. And that's you. So dragonflies begin their life as tadpoles almost, in the water swimming around. So imagine what a major transformation it is for dragonflies to spend part of their life beneath the surface of water and then to grow wings and take flight to air. What an amazing transformation. This is a huge transformation for you. And spending time in nature is going to help you bring this balance. You're going to receive more understandings, more downloads, and you're going to be able to ground it into the 3D reality. The Eight of Pentacles is at the center here, and they're taking me back to this card saying that there is something you are creating. And whether it's a meal or a blanket or a work of art, a song, you are imbuing your spiritual understandings into that creation. You're going through periods of time where time just flies by because you're so involved in this project. It's really beautiful. I see you just, if you are struggling with some kind of inner conflict or sadness, then Mary Magdalene is inviting you to focus your energies, turn your attention to some creative project. And whether somebody, you share it physically with the world or not, it doesn't matter if anyone ever hears your song. You don't have to perform in a concert, or you don't have to have an exhibition where you display your artwork. The act of you channeling your spiritual understandings and gifts, your golden light that comes from within, you're not healing only yourself, you're healing others by channeling that and grounding it into the 3D. It's so beautiful, pile number 2. Let's get one card from this deck. Since 2 cards came out up here, I didn't choose one of these yet. And I do just want to get one. Here we go. Wait. I feel this is a very specific message for someone, something that you're trying to decide. Mary Magdalene is asking you to wait until you have given yourself a chance to raise your vibration and see it from a different light, a different perspective. Let's get one more of these cards. Listen to your intuition. Take note of intuitive messages. Listen to your intuition. Really nice. If you were drawn to pile number 1, there may be a message for you there. Pile number 2, this is such a beautiful energy. Thank you so much for sharing your gifts with the world and bringing balance into the planet. receiving your divine inspiration, being brave and going through this transformation, as brave as a dragonfly, leaving the comfort of the water to take flight. Something that they learn on their own. And Mary Magdalene wants you to know that you have the answers within you. It comes from within you. Listen to your intuition. And remember that you are about to receive a blessing. You're entering a phase of abundant, creative, fertile energy. Pile number 2, please let me know if you came from pile number 1. Let me know if this resonates, what kind of creative projects you may be working on. If this reading resonates for you, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me to know that the messages are helping you. Wishing you the best on this magical journey. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the cherry blossom agate crystal, which is connected to the heart chakra, the root chakra. It helps to connect them together. It's a very calming, nurturing kind of energy, and it helps because it's connected to the heart and the root chakra. It helps to nurture your dreams and bring them into reality. And I just want to show you the shapes on here and see if they look like anything to you, mean anything to you. And then I'll share with you what I see. And if what I see is different than what you see, that doesn't mean what you see is wrong. It just means that what you see is specifically for you. So trust that. And what I share, you can either add to it if it resonates, or, choose not to add to it. Remember, take what resonates and leave the rest for others. So to me, it looks like 2 figures, and this reminds me of maybe a bear and a mouse, or even I'm hearing Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. That's, I know, very specific for someone. When I turn it this way, I see like the head of a bat and bat wings. It almost looks like this figure's has a string, maybe they're flying a kite or something. So we'll see how all of that plays into the rest of your reading. You also chose the card Surrender. I am in good hands. Going with the flow. Being aware of life's synchronicities. And certainly when I think of Winnie the Pooh, I do think of someone that goes with the flow. Just this childlike trust and innocence that everything's going to work out. And the first 2 readings have been really amazing. Right after pile number 2, I took a break before this reading and went outside because if you listen to pile number 2, you'll hear the door open and close somewhere else in the house, and it's because somebody went outside and took the dogs outside, which normally my smallest, youngest dog would follow, but I think she could feel the presence of Mary Magdalene so strong that she stayed close to me. And not until I went outside did she go outside. And as soon as I opened my front door two beautiful orange butterflies flew towards me. And then I stepped off the porch and looked to my left. There were all these butterflies and dragonflies, which I normally don't see in my yard. And dragonflies were part of the message for pile number 2. So if you were drawn to number 2, of course, just if you were drawn to it, there may be a message there for you. All right, let's get into your message, pile number 3. I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below, and now I'm including a link where you can purchase them if that's something you're interested in. What message does Mary Magdalene have for pile number 3? All right, I feel this card wants to come out. A druid, hold the space. All right. Let's get another card from another deck. What message does Mary Magdalene have for pile number 3? Victory. All right, I see you attaining a goal. And you know, we talked about cherry blossom helping you to achieve your dreams. So I see you being victorious in achieving something that your heart desires, bringing that into the physical. All right, what a beautiful blessing. So far, Mary Magdalene has been delivering such beautiful blessing messages to the first 2 piles. Really excited to find out what your victory dream is. Let's see. Oh, there's something better. So what I think that's saying is that whatever it is that you've been hoping for, it's going to manifest even better than you dreamed or hoped. Really, really nice. All right, pile number 3. Let's consult the tarot and see what other messages Mary Magdalene has for you. Knight of Swords. All right, this is a very energetic charge towards your goal, your dream. Tell us more about what the Knight of Swords is charging towards, any guidance you have for pile number 3. All right, 4 of Wands. Okay, the 4 of Wands is another card of victory and achieving your goals. It's also stability. And they're showing me this path to the mountains. Something long lasting. 5 of Wands. I see you overcoming some kind of competition or conflict, winning in a competition for some of you. Let's get some more clues. What else can you tell us? Oh, pile number 3. Temperance. Balance, everything in moderation. feel this card wanted to come out. Three of Pentacles, which is working together and cooperation. So interesting that we have the Five of Wands, which could be competition, and then we have a balance with cooperation, the Three of Pentacles following. So perhaps there is a message about being victorious in something where there were competing energies. These aren't always people, sometimes they're energies. And you finding a way to combine those energies in a cooperative way and achieving something even better than you would have without combining those energies. So it could be people working together, but it can again also be energies. It could be knowledge, wisdom that you've gained from the past, plus knowledge that you are going to discover. And you know, the Knight of Swords is a great problem solver, a creative problem solver, a creative thinker, and somebody who is able to combine different ideas to create something new. So there could be something that you dreamt about in the past, but maybe you were never able to quite manifest it or create it, realize it in the 3D. And that's because there was some other ingredient that you were missing, and you've been kind of collecting these ideas. And what's going to happen is there's going to see these lightning bolts. You're just going to have this aha moment, this realization of, this is what I was missing. And you have the missing energy, the missing ingredient. And you're going to be able to combine different ideas, different energies to create something that is going to last much longer and be much bigger than what you had originally hoped for. And with the Five of Wands here in the center, which, by the way, I do think the Five of Wands was in pile number 2. With the Five of Wands here in the center, I feel like there's something been building that's going to erupt. This isn't the kind of upheaval that a tower can bring, but what I think is that there is some kind of inner turmoil or conflict or some problem that you've been trying to solve. And the answer to this problem isn't only going to solve this specific problem, but it's also going to give you some knowledge, some experience, some ingredient to add to a dream in the past, a dream of the past that you're going to be victorious in, not only this situation, but in creating something that you dreamt of in the past. And with the Temperance following, you know, the Temperance is combining two opposing forces, two different energies. We see the sunset and the sunrise, or perhaps it's the sun and the moon, but two different energies that would normally be in opposition with each other. You're somehow finding a way to harness the power of both and combine them. So again, be on the lookout for some kind of problem or conflict that you experience that is going to lead you to something huge. It's gonna, once it clicks, there's gonna be this fast moving energy charging towards this dream from the past. We see that this knight is heading off to the past, going back to pick up that treasure that wasn't complete. This is amazing, pile number 3. And then with the 3 of Pentacles, Pentacles are physical reality. They are tangible things, things that you can feel, see, touch. And again, this is another card of creativity. So this is divine creativity. This is your dream job. And I love that we have the rainbow in both of these cards. So you're combining something, perhaps something that you love, with how you receive resources in this world, which sounds magical and amazing. Look at all the stars coming out of these eggs. Very creative. So Mary Magdalene wants you to hold the space for receiving your divine inspiration to solve whatever may come your way. Be open, surrender to anything that feels like a conflict or a buildup of energy, a competition, and know that this is bringing you a key element to the missing piece of some puzzle. And what it's going to lead to is the combining of 2 opposing forces. So perhaps you feel like, oh, you can't do this thing that you love because you have this day job, because you have to pay the bills, and then magically somehow everything falls into place and you are able to get paid to do the thing that you love, the thing that maybe in the past you called a hobby or an interest. Let's get one more card from this deck, pile number 3. And I love that we got the 3 of Pentacles, pile number 3. 3 is the magic number. You start with the Knight of Swords, which is air, thoughts, it's communication, but these are your ideas, things that aren't tangible. And then you end with Pentacles. So I feel this is something that's coming very soon, something that you're going to realize very soon. Wait, just wait for it. Hold the space and wait for that answer, that creative solution within the next few weeks. That's what I was feeling, something very soon. You're going to experience this shift very soon, pile number 3, within the next few weeks. We'll say 3 weeks since it's the 3rd pile, the 3 of Pentacles, a few. Very magical. You can expect victory and stability, growth, abundance, good news, some kind of lightning bolt understanding, recognition, and then the creation of something absolutely beautiful that you dreamt of, even better than you dreamt of, pile number 3. Amazing. All right, I hope that you claim this. I love seeing when people claim the specific messages that resonate with them down in the comments. Anything that you write, or liking the video, all of those help to increase your belief and increase the energy that you add to artfully manifesting the life that you will love. Pile number 3, as always, I absolutely love connecting to your beautiful and amazing energy. And I want to thank Mary Magdalene for delivering such a beautiful blessing. She has just shared blessings in all 3 piles. Thank you. The light in me sees the light in you. Bye.